Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sithcast podcast, a podcast channel that talks about pretty much anything and everything Star Wars. May the 4th be with you guys. Happy May the 4th to everyone, to all you Star Wars fans out there. Thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to make this like a yearly tradition where we pretty much go live all day long. Star Wars May the 4th is my holiday, and I always take off. Even before I started doing YouTube, I've always taken off on this day. To be honest, I seriously think it should be a national holiday, but I'm biased. But anyway, let's get straight into it. I want to introduce my guest tonight. We have Nemesis Prime, aka Justin, from the Comic-Con podcast, one of my favorite podcasts I listen to every day to work. Nemesis Prime, aka Justin, thank you for coming on the show today, man.
Yeah, absolutely, PJ. It's of course May the 4th, so same to you. Happy May the 4th. I believe it should be a national holiday. I went out this morning. I had to, drop off some boxes to the post office, and even all the radio stations are talking about it. So, when it's that, if it's on that level, I really think this should be a national holiday. So, I'm glad to be back on the podcast. It's been a while, so I'm
Yes.
glad to talk Star Wars today. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah, actually, I was looking at my feed and I can't believe it's been a year since we actually did our last podcast was last year,
Mhm.
on May the 4th. So it's a long time coming, and I'm glad to have you back. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Number one, I want to cry my eyes out, which actually that's the reason why I postponed the live stream a little bit late, because I was trying to get the Ahsoka lightsaber hilts from the Disney store. And I really dislike the Disney store because and reason being is because I obviously, me crying is kind of telling you that I did not get those lightsaber hilts. So Justin, I know you have those lightsaber hilts. Like,
Mhm.
what's your thoughts on them, and what do you think about the exclusive that was dropping today?
I'm so glad I actually have them already. Pre-show we were talking. They got some good weight on them. I actually got them displayed with my Ahsoka section in my basement over here. I do have the other ones, the Rebels or Clone Wars 7. I don't have those displayed. I do need to get some type of a case to actually put them like together. But yeah, I mean, I liked everything that Ashley Eckstein showed off when they announced it, like literally yesterday, I think it was. The music, all the cool little things. Obviously, the box it comes in is amazing. Individually numbered, and just some quotes and stuff like that. It's pretty badass, and it's 6,000 copies, and we're done. So.
Oh my gosh, seriously, this is the only thing I really wanted to pick up this whole day. Just because I missed out on the sabers. I think they're retired, right? Technically.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that it came in a cool box, and then you got the music playing, you got the quotes, you got it individually numbered. This was like a special edition sabers, and on top of that, it's Ahsoka. It's like one of the most beloved Star Wars characters of all time. And Justin, I believe you're an Ahsoka fan as well, correct? Like,
Oh,
I know you
huge.
collect a lot of, I know you got the premium format. I know you got the sabers, and I've seen you got like a couple comic books to go along with those collectibles. What makes Ahsoka so special, man? Like, I think the last time I looked at the top characters of all time, Star Wars characters of all time, I saw Ahsoka at like number 1 or number 2, which is crazy.
I think it's her storyline. I
Mhm.
think that's really where it begins. For it's like anything. I remember when she first appeared in the Clone Wars movie, not a lot of people liked her. It was just like, oh, here's a new character. Like, we want to learn more about the Clone Wars era. We want to see
Mhm.
Obi-Wan. We want to see Anakin fight. We want to see all the Jedi who we saw in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Why do we need a new character? But
Mhm.
her storyline just like grew on me,
Mhm.
and it grows throughout the seasons. And then, of course, you get her in Rebels, and it completely changed. And then when they went back and did season 7, like that was something that I was waiting to see, because after reading the book, just
Mhm.
Ahsoka, you heard about the Siege of Mandalore. You wanted to know about this.
Yeah.
And that's how it is with any character, like from the original Star Wars New Hope, when Obi-Wan talks about, "Oh, I fought with your father in the Clone Wars." And you're like, "What are the Clone Wars?" And then we
Mhm.
got the Clone Wars, right? So
Mhm.
I think Ahsoka just, embodies a character who is someone who's a Jedi, but of course then no longer considers herself a Jedi. So it's someone who
Mhm.
was part of the Order, leaves the Order, but still is Force presence within the world of the Star Wars universe. And she's an absolute great character. Great fighting ability, great compassion.
Mhm.
So I love Ahsoka from the beginning up until we've seen her in Mandalorian now. I think she's going to be a true legacy character for times to come.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm looking at the feed real quick. It's just like everyone's kind of like talk about all these like major drops that's happening in the past hour, which we're gonna do another live stream a little bit later on, and we're gonna dive into the collectibles
Mhm.
that have been announced today. So, but right now we just want to do like a nice little like like not introduction, but just nice start to the May the Fourth day. We're gonna talk about these sabers, obviously, just Star Wars in general, how May the Fourth, what May the Fourth means to us, and we're gonna dissect the newly released Kenobi trailer. So we got lots to talk about, but
Oh yeah.
no, I agree. Justin, like seriously, a lot of people don't realize that like when Ahsoka first came out, a lot of people thought she was really annoying. Like they hated this character.
Yep.
And I watched the first Clone Wars movie in the movie theaters, and oh man, I'm a Star Wars fan, but that was so hard to get through. And I mean, I still liked it, obviously, but just like her progression from being this really annoying Padawan all the way to this beloved character where she's like knowledgeable, skillful, with her sabers, with her, force powers, and to being one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars universe. Do you think this was planned? That was planned, Justin, or
I think it's all about the fans.
yeah.
I think, and especially Dave Filoni,
Hmm.
you gotta give him credit, right?
Hmm.
He's the person who created her, and I think once you saw that the fans were really enjoying her, I think that was where you couldn't kill her off. You know,
Yeah.
you really you brought her back in Rebels because of how great she was, and then people loved her when she was in Star Wars Rebels, and
Hmm.
then you always wondered what happened to her. Like, did she die?
Hmm.
But then, we see her obviously with Dave Filoni being what he's done with the Star Wars universe. You're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's showing up in Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And now again, where we're going back to, will we see her briefly in Obi-Wan? I don't know. Could she show up in Bad Batch season 2? There's so much. And I
You're
think Ahsoka is just, embodies such a great character, especially in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, and we also have her like she's also having her own show,
Yeah.
which I've been preaching this for a long time. I think the Ahsoka show is going to change Star Wars in general. I think Filoni and Favreau are putting all their efforts into that show because I've heard rumblings that this it's going to introduce the world between worlds. It's going to change a lot of stuff with the sequel trilogy. They're trying to make it like where the sequel trilogy is, it doesn't have to satisfy everyone, but you kind of like just be like, okay, that's the sequel trilogy. We can move past that. There's closure
Mhm.
in that trilogy. Because right now, we're in a good place in Star Wars where we're not even like trying to touch the sequel trilogy at all. We're kind of concentrating on these individual characters and individual shows, and we're trying to connect the dots with between the prequels and the original trilogy. So Do you think the Ahsoka show is going to make a difference with future Star Wars content?
Yeah, absolutely. I think people that have slept on Star Wars Rebels, for the
Mm-hmm.
longest time, all the
Mm-hmm.
characters they introduced there that we know that are still alive in some format, it's just going to be amazing between Ezra, Thrawn,
Mm-hmm.
Sabine. Like people have slept on those characters. Hera, all these characters are still alive according to canon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at some point we're going to see them, and yeah, they don't really need to touch on the whole Age of Resistance. They can literally just sit back and
Mm-hmm.
kind of flush out the whole New Republic, and that could take years. And they can
Yeah.
sit on that for years because there's so
Mm-hmm.
much that we haven't seen that we're going to be growing. And then, of course, hell, Star Wars Celebration. They're going to announce something for the High Republic stuff. So,
Oh
we're gonna
yeah.
see. I don't think we're going to see anything Age of Resistance for quite a long time.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you think that they're going to not retcon, but they're gonna try, you know how with the Clone Wars show, it made the prequels, like okay to watch, like can I kind of connected the dots with a lot of stuff that we were left and unanswered during the movies. Um I don't know. What do you think? To be honest, like the Clone Wars series made Anakin's character so much better,
Oh, of
right?
course, yeah. He went from being like whiny in
Mhm.
episode 2 to being more whiny in episode 3 to and I get it, it's a teenager, he's being seduced a little bit, but
Mhm.
yeah, I think the Clone Wars animated series has always been something that I go back to constantly and rewatch, and even Star Wars Rebels. So,
Mhm.
both of those series are amazing. And I think we're done in that era. I know Bad Batch is still around, but I think as far as animation, I think they need to go in a different direction past the Bad Batch. I think we need to get out of that age of Republic.
Yeah, and just kind of like, um, to be honest, like I think right now, I've always said this is that I think, with the little, with the most recent hate with the Book of Boba show, um, I think there's a lot of Star Wars fans out there who have a vision or like they have like their own campfire stories for each character, right? And if it's not done right on screen, I think there's a lot of backlash, right? Like with Boba Fett. I've always said that, like, I mean, he almost got swallowed by or killed in the Sarlacc pit. Like, I don't know about you, but if I'm like speeding down the highway every single time, almost get into a car accident, or I get into, God forbid, get into a car accident, and like, doesn't that make you realize or traumatize you? Like, say, hey, maybe I shouldn't be speeding down this highway or just in general. Maybe
Hmm.
I should take it like a step back and just be a little bit more cautious. And for me, with Boba Fett, like he's always been that character, like always like put himself in crazy situations where he's like hunting down bounties or doing jobs for Jabba the Hutt. And I think like the last straw was him getting almost killed in Return of the Jedi with the Sarlacc pit, and then he's like, you know what? Yeah, bounty hunting is done for me. Like, I want to do something else. I don't know. What do you think your take is on the character
Man,
and
I
the
don't know.
show?
It's tough because you figure you watched Mandalorian season 2, you saw how
Mhm.
badass he was, and
Yeah.
then they give you that tease at the end where all
Mhm.
right, he's coming back for his own show, and
Mhm.
then we got what we got in Book of Boba Fett was just
Mhm.
not my Boba Fett. Not like I've
Mhm.
been a huge Boba Fett character. I get the cult following. Older people are definitely into that. Because
Yeah.
you saw them, you saw him in Empire, you saw him in Jedi, and you're like, oh, I want
Mhm.
to know more about him. You saw him in the holiday special. But I feel like for me, and I said this on the podcast, for me, my cult following character has always been Darth Maul.
Yeah.
There's always that age gap where the older generations who saw these movies in theaters were all about Boba Fett. I saw Darth Maul in theaters, so I'm just like, oh my god, he's such a cool character. I need him in something else.
Mhm.
But Book of Boba Fett, it didn't really do it for me. It's a series. Yeah, I'll go back and rewatch it because it's Star Wars content, but as far as Boba Fett, I didn't really like the show. A lot of cinematography is greatness. I see what Filoni was trying to do. It's very,
Mhm.
of course, space western, which is awesome. Getting different people to join in into like that, the OK Corral, like last
Yeah.
stand for the last episode. And I get that. It's cool. I think it's great cinematography. Growing up, kind of watching like old school westerns with like my grandfather and stuff. Like I see that, and it's badass. But I don't know, like it didn't do Boba Fett justice, and it was just like
Yeah.
those 2 episodes having Mando take over was just like, I guess they're just gonna stick a fork in him.
Well, here's the thing too is that like I know, which I totally agree. Like I'm not denying the fact that it was a poorly executed show, especially with putting in Mandalorian episodes in a Book of Boba show. I just think that Favreau and Filoni came up with this idea for this character, and they kind of said, "Hey, Robert Rodriguez, have at it." Everyone loved your take on Boba Fett in that Mandalorian episode where he kicked ass.
Mm.
But the thing is, like, Robert Rodriguez is a good director, but I just think that he's not that. I don't know, like, he's got. I like Alita. Alita was a good movie, but
Mhm.
besides that, he's been kind of like hit or miss with some of his movies or a lot of his movies. Desperado was a you know, uh, good movie, but I just think that like with his vision of Boba Fett, it just was poorly executed in the most part. Because he was like, I think he was an executive producer for 4 or 5 of the episodes or something like that. So he had like a lot of like creative decisions in how things should be run. And I had a feeling he had a part in that the whole Vespa scene. That kind of reminded me of like Spy Kids or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just think that like I think Favreau and Filoni probably were like kind of like I guess like taken back by like how things like the response was for Book of Boba. And I'm curious to see the behind the scenes footage from I guess was it the Disney gallery or whatever that
Yeah,
they're
I just saw that
dropping
dropped, that
t-
dropped today.
today. So
Mhm.
I want to watch that and kind of like see what really went behind the scenes and who is the decision maker for all these like episodes. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's Robert Rodriguez putting his Spy Kids take on Book of Boba because
No,
that would
I agree.
suck. Um, but you know what? Anyway, let's address the chat and we'll dive into the Kenobi trailer
Mhm.
and we'll talk about some Star Wars deals today. Um, before we go to the chat, did you pick up anything today yet, Justin?
No, nothing yet. I haven't seen anything that I'm like, I really gotta have. There's tons of art prints out there, but I only
Mhm,
have so much wall space
mhm.
left. So,
Yeah.
yeah, as much as everybody keeps sending me like indirect messages on Instagram, people are like, "Oh, check out this art, check out this art." I'm like, "Yeah, that's great. Those prints are nice, but I really don't have any room left."
Mhm.
So, but there's some comics that are dropping later today. I'll be picking them up, and
Yes,
if
yes, I
things
would
are
love.
dropping that I don't know about, I'll be sure to check out.
Yeah, I actually reached out, and I'm sure our. I go to this comic book store in Montclair, New Jersey. By the way, for the people listening, Justin and I are probably only like was it 10 miles apart in New
10
Jersey.
miles, more like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah, exactly. So we kind of go to the same comic book stores, but yeah, I told East Side Mags to hold a couple comic book variants for me. So
Mhm.
especially the Kenobi
Yeah,
comic
that just dropped today.
that just dropped today. So I'm definitely interested in picking some of the stuff up today. All right, so let's address the chat. We got Eben Mayorga in the house. What's up, Eben the Collector? Um, can't wait to have you on a little bit later on the show. We got Robin Bowman and Benjamin Bowman. Happy May the 4th to you guys. Can't wait to have you on the streams later on today. We got Vu. What's up, Vu? May the 4th be with you as well. We got Dr. Brett Banner. Love the name. What's up, Brett? May the 4th would be with you as well. Yeah, Benjamin Bowman said the original said to be 8,000 pieces, but then changed it to 6,000
Hmm.
for the Ahsoka. Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna sell some at
The
Disney.
parks.
Yeah, like 1,000 at each.
Oh
Give
yeah.
like 1,000 to Florida, give 1,000 to Cali.
Anybody going to the Disney parks? Please, please, please. Can you pick me up a set? I will love you forever. Let's see who else is here. We got Scott Sharp in the house. What's up, Scott? Thank you for tuning in. I guess we're on our way to Galaxy's Edge East right now. Scott, if you see the Saber there and are willing to pick it up for me, I will love you forever. We got Blitz 0065. Thank you, Blitz, for tuning in. We got RMD Collective. Happy May the 4th to you, RMD. We got Donald Bryant in the house. Blitz says, rest in peace, most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. Robin Bowman says, still had fun watching Book of Boba. We got Sean Soul in the house. Sean was trying to hop on today or on this live stream, but unfortunately he's been having some technical difficulties. So he'll be on a little bit later, my co-host for the podcast. Who else is here? We got BMX Jedi. Happy May the 4th, BMX. And yeah, I think that's all of the people on the chat right now. Thank you again for tuning in. Happy May the 4th. Okay, so I guess we kind of knew this was coming on May the 4th, right? Another Kenobi trailer.
Yep, absolutely.
What's your thoughts, man? Like watching this, like this trailer.
It definitely weeds out a little bit more of the storyline for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we see a little bit more of the Inquisitor shots. Of course, we see the Grand Inquisitor there, which I think is just badass.
Quick question though.
Go ahead.
A lot of people had a problem with his head. Looking at this shot right now, do you have a problem, or do you think people should have a problem with his head? Because to me, this looks good.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. I think the problem that people are seeing is you're looking at the Grand Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels, and that animation style was different from Clone Wars, and then it's different in live action. Like for me, like, you know, look at Bo-Katan. She was in Clone Wars, Rebels, and then Mandalorian. I don't like her style in Rebels. Like I like her what she looks like better in
the Clone Wars.
In Clone Wars.
Yes.
Like I like that style. I don't really, she looks too almost fake, and that's what it is. The Rebels animation for a lot of the characters is not as good as, you know, other as other different animations. So you're trying to take a character who's got this long, thin head and create him in live action. Like he looks fine. Like that's the way he's gonna look.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was there was a meme going around of like all the animated Star Wars characters and then their counterparts, right, in live action. And it's like all the animated characters had long, thin heads, and then their counterparts had like the, you know, like a regular human looking head. So that's why I'm like, why is everyone it's like, man, you can never please Star Wars fans, man. It's like, you know, like I bet you people are like, oh, like fat shaming Boba Fett, right? Like, you know, he was thin in Return of the Jedi. How did he become so fat in the Book of Boba? But then, like, who else would you want to play Boba Fett? You know, Tamora Morrison is perfect because he was Jango Fett, and Jango Fett's son is Boba Fett, and they should look alike. If the actor's alive, why wouldn't she? Can never please Star Wars fans. Never. There's always someone that's like unsatisfied what's going on with creative ideas. So I don't know. Your take.
No, I agree with you 100%. You know, he's alive. You know, he's not super old. You know, what's it been, 20 years, I guess, since Attack of the Clones came out. So
yeah,
you know, he's fine. Yeah, he's aged. Let him get into shape a little bit and just throw him in the costume. You don't need to. He's not showing off his physique. Like he's not freaking. He's not Batista. Like he's not Drax the Destroyer. Like
he's not doing a Kylo Ren, right? Like he's not he's not doing a swallow, taking off his shirt, and like people are like, oh my god, he's fat. But I don't know. Maybe the Tusken Raiders gave him some really, like, you know, some bantha fodder that made him thicker. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, no, I know there was a lot of people like displeased with the Grand Sith Inquisitor, but I don't know. This looks good, man. This looks good.
Yep.
So all right, so we're gonna break down like shot for shot this trailer. So this looks like they're in Tatooine, right?
Yeah, you got Owen. Looks like Owen in the background, foreground there. And I mean, look at the Inquisitor lightsabers are probably the best looking lightsabers without a doubt, right?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, I'm glad that we got to see a closer look at it, and I bet you, you know, we're gonna get some merch for some of these saber hilts.
Yeah, you know, Hasbro's gonna come out with something.
Yeah. And what's his name? The guy Han. What's the actor's name?
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name either. I know we've talked about him
Han from Fast and Furious. But I'm glad that he's playing us. Yeah, I'm kind of glad he's playing. Which is he? Which brother is he
Fifth
playing?
brother.
The fifth brother. And did the fifth brother show up in the comic books?
Yeah, he's in the Darth Vader series. They're all pretty much in the comics,
Yeah.
besides Reva. She's like a new character, so I'm sure you, without spoiling it, you kind of know what's going to happen to her, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. And it makes me wonder too, is that um all these comic books, right? Like I've always said, like, I think comic books are like probably like the best investments in terms of collecting. With hot toys and statues, like you get like, maybe double the price, but I've seen comic books, you pay $5 and then the comic book, if you get a CGC graded, is like 800 to like $1,000, right? Like
Hmm.
the first was it the first appearance of the Grand Inquisitor? Is it
Yeah,
right? Like how much is that comic book CGC
I
graded
just
going?
sold 2 of them probably last month
Mhm.
in 9/8 for like 400, little over 400 both.
Wow, dude.
And yeah, I'm probably into them for $4 for the comic, maybe $25 to grade it,
Mhm.
and then you're flipping it for, you know, way more than it would cost you to like buy an investment into a statue.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, right? Some
Yeah.
statues, like you'd be lucky if you're just like making even at some point. So, yeah, I've always said that, like, especially with Star Wars comic books, they've just, in popularity wise, they've just shot up through the roof, man. Like, I remember when the first, like, Star Wars comic books, like the series, the run was good, but there weren't a lot of collectors
Mhm.
buying them up, or even the first Darth Vader series. But now it's crazy that um like with Disney buying, well, Disney pumping out more like Star Wars comic books, like all these comic books with their first appearances of different characters are going up the roof. Quick question: Cad Bane first appearance, how much is that going for?
God, when that was hot, when he was on Boba, that was at like same thing. That was like a $300-400 book and a 9/8.
Wow.
I sold a couple of those. I even like the next issue, like so his first appearance is Darth Maul
Mhm,
2, and then his first cover appearance is Darth Maul 3,
mhm,
which was another pricey book. Like you could buy like a graded one for like anywhere to 100 to $200, and you could have had it raw, like for $4. And I
yeah,
was smart years ago when I was like
mm,
just getting into original art. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I really want to buy something original art that's like badass, that's cool, I feel like it's a key. And
mhm.
I ended up buying the original art cover for issue 3. So I have first Cad Bane's cover original though. Like so it's one of
Wow.
one. Yeah, it's back there on that
I'm
that
gonna zoom in
red
on you.
thread, that red frame over there.
Oh
That's like
yeah. Damn, you got the original art? That's
yeah, so I had it
crazy.
professionally framed from Michael. So it's got Aura Singh's on there, Darth Maul in the middle. You got Cad Bane in the back, and then 2 other bounty hunters that are part of that series. So yeah, that's the original. That's one of one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Um, that's crazy, dude. And I'm just so happy that like Star Wars comic books have a place in, the comic book community. It's like it's it's one of these things that it's always been about DC and Marvel and some of these independent titles, but now that Star Wars is becoming more popular, it's having a place in the community, which is great.
Hell yeah.
All right, so Brett Banner says, PJ, reading the Galaxy's Edge Discord right now, and the Ahsoka Hills apparently went up a couple of minutes early and were sold out at the turn of the 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Pacific Standard Time.
Terrible.
Only 2,000 allocated to the website. Son of
Hmm.
people are flipping those now.
Yeah, I saw some on eBay
How
asking
much
a
did it?
thousand dollars.
Oh my,
Asking 1,000, not selling, but I would
asking.
check
Oh
it.
my
Yeah.
god. Jeez Louise, man. Anyway, let's go back to this trailer. All right. So here it is. I think this is the shot that people were
Yeah, of
like
course.
displeased with. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he's got a fat head." We got Reva, and there's been some rumblings that she might be like the main character for the show. Have you heard some of that
Yeah,
like
I think that's what
rumors?
it's gonna be. I definitely think that's
You really
I don't
think
think
so?
I don't think the Inquisitors. I think the other Inquisitors are going to kind of be background characters, but I feel
Mhm.
like she is the definitely the main antagonist in this series, without a doubt. And again, I don't. She's not. She's. I don't know like what number she is. I mean, all we
Mhm.
know is her name's Reva. I don't know. If she's like the first sister or the
Mhm.
10th sister, but
Mhm.
I don't see her surviving. Eh,
You think
You just don't.
Darth Vader's gonna
Yeah.
be like, yeah, you son of a.
Yeah, she could fail the mission, and either he'll kill her or Obi-Wan, unfortunately, will have to take her
Oh
out.
yeah, dude. And you know what? I'm good with that. I just as long as that we don't get like the Mando treatment with this character in the show, where 2 episodes are just dedicated to just her, like, and her like
Mhm.
background story. Because it's only 6 episodes. It's a limited series, meaning like there's. I don't think they're gonna make more Kenobi shows, right? As of right
Yeah.
now, even though Kathleen Kennedy was kind of thinking about making more Kenobi, shows in the future. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I just like I said, I don't mind like maybe a full episode, maybe just to just like
Yeah, flush out
uh,
the Inquisitors, that's fine. I'll
yeah,
take
that's
that.
I'll take that, but just to have every episode like not be or like 2 episodes not being Kenobi, just I'll just be kind of angry about it. All right, so we got a shot of Luke. Um, we got Kenobi being a stalker in the shot. And here's in this shot right here, it seems that like Kenobi wanted to train Luke at a young age, and Owen is like, no, like I
Mhm.
don't want to like have you train him because look what happened to Anakin, his father. I don't know
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on that?
that was a great quote. That was
Yeah.
absolutely that's definitely my favorite part of the entire trailer, as far as, voice acting, I would
Mhm,
say. Obviously, there's stuff that happens later in the trailer, but that was just a perfect line, without a
mhm.
doubt, with him saying, "Oh, look what happened to, his father." It's just touching. It gave me chills watching it, like, that part.
Yeah. It did because it kind of it's fit everything's fitting in now, and
Mhm.
it's almost like why didn't Kenobi reached out to Luke at a younger age? Maybe he was trying to, but Owen was protecting him from Kenobi or from anything that is related to the Jedi, right?
Mhm.
So, okay, let's keep on rolling. And I'm glad that they brought back the actor that played the Owen in the Revenge of the Sith.
Mhm.
All right, so we got a shot. This looks like that castle in what's the Sith Inquisitor's castle?
Inquisitorious.
Inquisitor.
Yeah.
What are we gonna name this castle? Inquisitorious. That sounds better. Now, but like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember because refresh my memory because it's been a while since I read the second run of Darth Vader. Um, all there was like a bunch of Inquisitors being trained, right? In the it was it in Inquisitorious
So,
castle
in
or
the comics, it's in Coruscant, but
Coruscant? Okay, gotcha. All
yeah,
right.
it's weird because it's, like, set up in the comics, it's set there, but then they kinda move it off world because
Mhm.
it's too conspicuous.
Yeah, that's true. And then we get a shot of a couple of the Sith Inquisitors. Wait,
Yeah, you get
can you
the
see
5th
the middle?
brother.
Who's that? Is that who I think it is from the Jedi Fallen Order series?
No, I think that's Reva. I think that's obviously the 5th brother, and I don't know yet who is the one on the left. Obviously, it's definitely a sister.
Mhm,
Just don't know which one yet. I mean, it could be, the 7th sister, no, not 7th sister, 2nd sister
mhm,
from who, in Rebels,
mhm.
because she kinda has, like, that green face.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Maybe, but we'll have to see.
Well, I was gonna ask you, do you think who's the sister? There's so many sisters, right? Is it the second sister that was chasing Ezra in Rebels?
Yes, the one
It
that was
was.
voiced by Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, yeah, that's
Do you think
2nd.
we'll see her?
Well, that's who I feel like that's who that is, like,
That is okay.
I feel like it is. I know she doesn't have, like, that helmet that
Mm,
she wore, but
yeah.
from this shot, it does look like she's got a green face, and then she had those, like, tattoo markings above her eyes, like, we
Yeah.
you can kinda closely see it, so
Yeah, maybe she
maybe.
hasn't earned the helmet yet.
Yeah, or she just not doesn't need it, obviously, because she's just in the castle.
In the castle. That's true. That's true. Um, would you have liked Sarah Michelle Gellar to play her?
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
I think I'm not. Hey, I'm old too. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar and I are in the same age, but um, yeah, I think she. Do you think she might have been a little bit old to play the second?
Maybe they didn't ask her. Maybe she didn't want to do it.
Okay.
I don't know. Or they're not using that specific character. Like I said, it's tough. So
Yes, it's tough too. All right, cool. This is a nice shot. So we get an idea of maybe what they're trying to do. That looks like a Death Star plan, right? Or is that? I don't know. I'm trying to look at it.
I feel like that's Tatooine and the two moons. Maybe like they're kind of planet searching. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. So how about the character from Jedi Fallen Order, the one that converted to being a Jedi and that was helping Cal Kestis out?
Oh,
What's her?
sorry,
Shuri.
Junda.
Do you think we'll see her?
So this takes place. See, like that's the problem with the second sister. This takes place 10 years after Order 66.
Hmm.
Jedi Fallen Order is 5 years.
Mm,
So that's why I think if you could see her, but at the
yeah.
same time, like would she really want to come out to Obi-Wan, like where
Mhm.
they're trying to rebuild it. That's why, I'm debating on which of the sisters are going to show up, which Inquisitors are really going to show up.
Yeah. Um, but it's cool that they're trying to connect everything to it. I think, by the way, we should get a shot of Calcas's droid here. I'll wait for that shot. Here, look, here's Reva,
Uh-huh.
um, in Tokyo. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, the new
Looking up,
Tokyo planet. Yeah.
yeah. She's looking to, scouting if anyone's drifting around here. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, so I love the fact that we're diving into a different planet, and it's a cool looking planet with like all these like neon lights and everything. Um, this looks like I guess like Kenobi's Most Wanted. Like it looks like one of their I guess like bounty
Uh-huh.
terminals that they're
Yep.
trying to get. I have a nice beautiful shot here. Guess who it is? It's Forlom.
Yeah, we
S-
rumored to be in this, and there he
Yeah,
is.
there he is, man. Uh dude, I am excited. Well, in like the trailer, I think someone was talking about they're sending out all the bounty hunters and everyone after the Jedi. Do you think
Yep.
we're gonna get more Jedi? I mean, the Jedi. Do you think we're gonna get more bounty hunters in this show?
So of course that first trailer, there's that scene where Reva's kind of in that dark hallway
Hmm.
in like an alleyway, and we see, a person kind of like holstering a gun. I forget if the person's holding the gun or if it's like holstered. And it really does look like Cad Bane.
Mm,
I think he could still show up, obviously, in this. I think,
mm,
they don't make costumes just to have these people show up in like one or two episodes. I think it's like for long term.
yeah.
Like, will we see Black Chrysanthemum show back up? I hope so, because that's part of in the Marvel comics, the whole Journals of Obi-Wan, like him and
Hmm.
Obi-Wan fight on Tatooine. So
Yeah.
why can't we see that?
Mm. Do you think we'll get Maul?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
not at all. Yeah, because it would take the
Too much. There's going to be too
too
much.
much, yeah. And it was too is that like it will take away that scene, the essence of that scene from Rebels when
Mhm.
Maul, spoiler alert, Maul faces off with Kenobi again. So to have them meet up around this time, it would just take away from that scene, in my opinion. So they better like kind of leave it alone. But yeah, do you think we'll get Boba?
No, I don't think we'll see Boba. I think Cad Bane or Black Chrysanthemum will show up with this whole like fighting Obi-Wan, like these bounty hunters. And it's cool that they're bringing in old school characters like like Forlom. So, and then there's like a couple other characters that we do see in that fight scene.
Yeah. Hold on. And my thing just froze. Um, yeah, let's see here. Zuckus, maybe? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I would think they're both together. So maybe you may see them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see like those two as well. You don't know who they are. They probably just random bounty hunters.
Yeah. I do want to point out this though. Um, it looks like Kenobi's been like training in Terrascasi or something. She's like disarming these fools like crazy. Um, so here, this shot, it looks like, you know, uh Kenobi's trying to minimize the amount of time that he pulls out his lightsaber, right?
Mhm.
Maybe he doesn't want to draw attention, but to shoot like Forlom with a pistol is so uncivilized, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's what he says in Revenge of the Sith. So uncivilized. Like, why is he not taking out his saber?
Yeah. It's easy. That's the whole thing with the Jedi is like don't be seen, no
Yeah.
matter the cost. So, we see that with Ahsoka in her if you've read the book, we've seen that
Mm,
even like in Fallen Order, like Cal doesn't really want to use his lightsaber.
mhm.
So,
Yeah. And this shot right here, are those the which purge troopers? No.
yeah,
Oh,
I'd go with Purge Troopers. I don't think they're the Death Trooper. Yeah, they're definitely not the ones from
the-
like Rogue One. I would
yeah.
say more Purge Trooper with the red.
Oh, can you imagine we
Or
get to
new
see?
ones because we've never really seen
Mhm.
stormtroopers with the Inquisitors. Typically, they just hunt by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Excuse me. Again, Kenobi disarming a stormtrooper,
Hmm.
not using his saber. And who's this character?
Yeah, that was that. I don't know. That is a new droid, and I think we briefly saw him in the first trailer as well,
Hmm.
like very quick.
Okay. Um, we've got Reva. Damn, nice. And then here's the actor from The Eternals.
Hmm.
What's his name?
I don't forget his name. I know who you're talking about. I just
Nanjani,
he
something
plays.
like.
Yeah, he plays Kago.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing a Jedi in
Yeah,
this.
I think
I
that
see
could
a,
be it.
I see a robe, and I see like a, I don't know, like a tunic
Yeah, like a
underneath.
yeah, that could be. He could be running.
He
Could be
could be
like
right. Yeah.
season 1, episode 1. The
Hmm.
Inquisitors hunting him down.
That'd be a nice shot, right? Like he's running. He's like the first shot. He's running, and the Sith
Yep.
Inquisitor's like
There's
cut him
got to be
down.
other Jedi in this. There's
Yeah,
no way that the Inquisitors are not at least going to kill one or two Jedi in the beginnings of the series.
yeah, exactly. There has to be because kind of set the tone for the series, right? Like it's supposed to be dark, right? And then, but again, towards the end, there is hope for the rebels and the Jedi, right? Like that's
Hmm.
what we're hoping to see. You know what I've seen? You know what's kind of funny that they're holding out on is they're not showing uh Jimmy Smith's character, Organa,
Hmm.
Bail Organa, and how about Leia? Like, are we going to see Leia on screen? Like, how cool would that be?
Yeah, that'd be interesting, but I don't think they're going to do anything with the whole like political side. I don't think
Mhm,
we're going to see any. I don't think we're going to see any of that, but there was a tease.
mhm,
What's his name who plays Emperor Palpatine did say that he was going to be in something. So,
mhm. He
will we
said, that,
see him maybe like hologram form in this talking to Vader?
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. So yeah, what is this here? I thought this was a droid. I thought
I
it
thought
was.
so too, but it could be a communicator. It's either some type of mini droid or it could be a communicator or something
Mhm,
like that the Jedi have.
yeah. Here's a shot of Reva. Oh man, can't wait to see her. And here it is. Being pieced together bit by bit. Oh wait, let me rewind a little bit here. Yeah, you're right. That might be the second sister, right?
Yeah,
On the
I mean it
left.
could be. She's kind of got that, again, that green face, but they're typical. Most aliens are don't have
Yeah,
standard skin like that. That most humans have, like the commander on the right. I mean, they
yeah.
all kind of have that different tone. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see once the show starts.
She almost has like that Barris Offee um
Yeah,
look,
that too.
right? Like so. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. You see, it is the Purge Troopers, right?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm trying to look at the helmet. I'm like, okay. Here's Kenobi. Oh man, this gave me chills, man. You could kind of see like the burnt skin. I don't know. That
Hmm.
looks like the burnt skin of yeah, of Anakin. Dude, the fact that we're gonna see this on screen, dude, that's gonna be sick. RMD collects or Seven Sister from Rebels. Um, yeah. And the fact that like you see it turn on, dude, that's pretty sick, man. I don't know. Obviously, I don't think like Kenobi's like facing is in front of Vader in this scene. It's just probably they pieced this together for the trailer. But yeah, no,
Yeah, I think he could be hiding though. Like I
yeah,
think Vader's there and he's kind of maybe trying to mask his presence. That's my
mm,
guess.
yeah, yeah. Dude, I can't wait. 2 episodes, May 27th.
Yep,
Ah,
already
man.
taken off.
Oh yeah, well, I'll be in celebration. So my dilemma is right is where the hell I'm gonna watch it. Like, I mean, yeah, I could watch it on my laptop. That I'm gonna bring with me, but it's just like takes away from watching
Oh
it
yeah.
from my big screen, dude.
I've
You
watched
know.
them on my phone sometimes, unfortunately, like when they would drop, like the Ahsoka, when that Ahsoka episode dropped on Mandalorian, I
Mhm.
literally woke up at 3 a.m. and I was on my phone, like
Really?
bloodshot eye, and like I'm like, oh my god! And then I watched it, and then I had to go
uh,
back to bed because I
mhm.
didn't want to be spoiled by everybody. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's funny because we live in this day and age now. Like, you have like, some people could wait, but you don't want to wait because if you do, you might be spoiled online. Like, I heard rumblings, and this is non-Star Wars related, but that there's leaks online for the Multiverse of Madness for Doctor
oh
Strange.
god, yeah, that was like already like last week, and I've been trying to really stay away from all that stuff. Anybody that's like posting videos or hitting
How the
spoilers,
hell are
like
they getting these videos though?
people people have already seen it, obviously, like early viewings, the premieres.
Yeah, to be honest,
I'm got one more day. I got
mhm.
literally 24 hour, a little more than 24 hours, and I'm going to see it at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So
Yeah, same. Oh, I'm watching it at like 6, but um, it's crazy because uh uh, that it should not be the case, right? Like no one
mhm.
should be able to watch these until like it's premiered for everyone else. Like I get it, there's like movie premieres, but like that should be like, exclusive to the people that went to go watch it, right?
I even think but I think movie premiere should be like the day of release. Like they should. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it; they do their whole tour, but like the tour really should start then the day that they're going to release the movie. So then that's
Hmm.
where like why start on Monday
Hmm.
or even Sunday over the weekend, where then you start your tour now. Like that's the whole point of having these drop
Hmm.
like that day for everybody else, because then you're just ruining it. I mean, obviously, yes, like you said, we live in a day and age where social media is all over. Like people are already people spoiled Spider-Man and all those other movies before.
Oh yeah. And that's why for me, like I think you did as well. You went to watch Spider-Man, like No Way Home, like the first viewing as possible.
Hmm. Of course, yeah.
And then didn't it premiere in Australia or something first or something like that? Because they're like ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like why are you giving it to it's like, come on now. Anyway. All right. So yeah, looking forward to this Kenobi show. Uh any predictions for any bold predictions, Justin, for the show?
I just want to see. I want to see characters that have already shown up
Mm,
in Mando and Book of Boba Fett.
mhm,
Like I said, like we got the cool scene with Forlom.
mhm,
I want to see Cad Bane again. I want to see Black Chrysanthemum again.
mhm.
I think we should. Um, I want to see some Jedi other than Kenobi, but obviously,
Yeah,
I think they're gonna die,
yeah,
and we got to see that fight. We got to get the fight that we deserve for
yeah.
us.
And it's crazy because there's some rumors also going around that I don't know if it's confirmed, but we're gonna see like the Clone War, like a couple Clone War scenes, right? It might be a
Hmm.
flashback with Anakin and Kenobi. Like, how
Hmm.
cool would that be, dude?
Yeah, it
That's
would be awesome to see like whether it's their Clone Wars attire from the show from the
shit,
movies, or maybe if they recreated the animation ones would be pretty badass.
dude. That'd be sick to see Hayden and Kenobi having that like silly banner with each other, like they did in Revenge of the Sith. Because they didn't have that band. Well, I mean, they did in Attack of the Clones, right? But it wasn't as fleshed out as it was in Revenge of the Sith. Like it was like pretty like I don't know. was pretty funny in Revenge of the Sith. Um, but it'd be cool to see that, in the screen. Do you think we'll get Qui-Gon and Yoda in this?
Oh yeah, I think Qui-Gon will definitely show up. I think that's in the first trailer. I feel like that's who he's kind of talking to. I think Obi-Wan's
Mm,
kind of forced talking to Qui-Gon.
mhm. Yeah, because Qui-Gon's probably training him how to become a Force ghost, right?
Well, not so much that. I just think he needs somebody to talk to, and if he's not talking to Yoda, he's got to be talking to somebody. You know, he doesn't want to be a hermit by himself forever. So yeah, I think it would be
Mhm,
interesting to see if he's talking to Qui-Gon. I mean, you know, that people have asked, um,
mhm,
have asked Liam Neeson, if he's coming back. Of course, everyone denies everything, right? They deny it, deny it. Oh, I haven't been asked.
mhm.
Hell, I take it.
Yeah. Brett Banner, I definitely agree with you. Obi-Wan trailers look really good. I had a bad feeling with Book of Boba and Last Jedi just based on the trailers, not this though. Well, yeah, with the Book of Boba, I mean, like watching those trailers, I don't know. I love Boba, but I wasn't as excited for Boba as I was for this
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
This one was like, I'm a Revenge of the Sith guy. I love Hayden as Anakin, Ewan as McGregor, yeah, Ewan as Kenobi. Like, yeah, I'm really excited. But now for the people that are Star Wars comic book collectors out there, first appearance, like, with the Kenobi comic book that's being dropped today, do you think
Mhm.
a lot of collectors should pick that up to, in terms of, I wouldn't say investment, but like not only to read the comic book, but do you think there's going to be some cool appearances there that will coincide with the appearances in the Kenobi show?
I don't think in the Kenobi show, but there are 2 appearances because I've already read the issue.
Oh, you
Um,
did? Wow.
yeah, I did read it. There's a new character who's similar to what I can't think of Maul's
Hmm.
species. There's this girl who appears, kind of looks like, I guess, would be the villain, and
Hmm.
then there's another, because obviously it takes place. It's like it's gonna jump back and forth between when he was a Padawan and then like old Obi-Wan and stuff like that. So you see, but there's a part in the first issue where he's at the Jedi Temple and he has like a friend, I guess. So there's an introduction of like this other kid who's training with him. So
Hmm.
maybe he could be someone who ends up turning later down the line in the series. I don't know, but yeah. So there's like 2 first appearances in that first issue. Do I think they have longevity? Probably not, but who knows with the way Star Wars is right now.
Yeah, that's true. And what's I was thinking about it too is that, like, since we got the trailer for Kenobi, we didn't get a trailer for Andor. Andor, seems to be getting a lot of traction, especially with having a season 2 being announced already
Hmm.
before season 1 comes out. What's your thoughts on uh that show?
I'm I'm excited. That was definitely my biggest when they announced that, and they kind of showed like that teaser back at what was it, like Disney Investor Day?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
2 years ago now, two
Yeah.
and a half years ago with Diego Luna. That's like one of my favorites, like one of my favorite top movies. You know, we talked about it a year ago. Is
Mhm,
one of my favorite movies to watch of all time,
mhm,
for especially non Jedi related, of course,
mhm.
but just Star Wars in general too. So I think Celebration, you're gonna see a lot. If things don't start dropping, obviously it's only 11:45 here on the East Coast. Like, we already got the Kenobi trailer. Like,
Yeah.
are they gonna announce video games? Are they gonna announce Jedi Fallen Order 2? Are they gonna announce a completely new video game? Are we gonna see an Endor trailer today? Or is everything gonna be waiting until the end of the month with Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder too, like, yeah, like you're right. Like, are they gonna like wait for Celebration to announce Andor, things like that. So I don't know. I'm excited. So I'm excited for the show. Kind of reserved because I don't know like what is going to be the storyline, or the main and like main villain for the show. Is it going to be Krennic again? Is he like
Mm,
who is it going to be? Like a
I
Moff
think it's gonna
Tarkin.
be Cassian, but more like pre-rebellion. Like, I feel
Mhm.
like he's gonna be more of like that smuggler, like,
Yeah,
kind of like that scoundrel, like almost like Han before he was Han.
yeah, that's true. Uh, okay, so yeah, for me, like like I said, really excited to watch Kenobi. And yeah, couple more weeks. Couple more weeks. I can't believe we're almost there. Almost there. So, all right. A couple things I do want to share. We got some Star Wars deals today. We'll kind of go down the list and we're gonna wrap things up here. Um, anything here that you're looking to pick up?
Right now it's just the stuff that's dropping over at KRS Comics later today. They're doing the exclusive Star Wars Insider Bad Batch cover and then the
Mm,
Mandalorian cover.
okay.
Those drop later on today, so I'll be going to pick those up.
I'm trying to pick up some like heroes and villains like t-shirts because I love their t-shirts. Um, I see you got the nice little Old Republic stuff. You're a big
Yeah.
nice little, like. Do you think we'll get like content from that era? Because I really think that's the way. If Star Wars, if Star Wars, if Disney wants Star Wars to be successful, I think they gotta get away from the Skywalker saga or that timeline and just kind of go to a timeline when like no one really knows these characters and you're like learning about them for the first time.
Mhm.
And I
I
think
think I don't know if we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get the Coder era. I really think we'll probably get the High Republic because obviously that's like the big thing that started last year
Mhm.
with the novels and the comic books. I think you're gonna hear something in Star Wars Celebration for High Republic because the only thing that was announced that we really still don't know about is that show, The Acolytes. Like, what's that about, right?
Yeah.
We still don't know if it's acolytes meaning like Sith acolytes or like acolytes is just kind of like a placeholder for a title, and it's really like the Jedi.
Yeah.
So,
I Well, I was gonna say I haven't read any of the comics or like some of the novels from for the High Republic stuff.
mhm.
It seems like it's mostly the Jedi kind of like not I guess kind of like taking over the galaxies, right? Like the main villain seems to be pirates. There's no like Siths, like.
No, there's none at all. It's the Nihil,
Mhm,
all with their leader Martian Rowe,
mhm,
who's it's badass. It's different,
mhm,
from reading. It's the first time that I've actually, and I like how they did it. They did it's all phase one. They call it phase one. They had the comics, they had both the Marvel stuff, the IDW stuff. They had some mini series in Marvel, mini series in IDW,
mhm,
and then of course they branched out to all different of the novels like the YA, the adults, the kids.
mhm,
So, and I've read all the adult ones. I haven't read any of the YA or the kiddies, but I liked them. I think the hardest one really to get through was Light of the Jedi because it was really just setting up everything.
mm,
But I think once you got through that, all the other ones were really good. Into the Dark, Fallen, what's it called? Into the Dark, Fallen Star. Last one, like Tempest Runner, just came out, which is all about one of the Nihil characters. So
mhm.
they're all good. I liked them a lot.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, do you think the main Star Wars audience will embrace the High Republic? And how will they have to introduce these characters in the big screen? Like, I know Acolyte, it seems like to me like the Acolyte is like it from what I was reading it, some of it or about it.
Mhm.
It's taking place towards the end of the High Republic era. And I just have a feeling since you're telling me like most of the there's no Sith, it seems like towards the end of this era, they're gonna have the Sith rise up and maybe fight the Jedi or something like that.
I think it's interesting because it's just a time where there are no Sith. So,
Yeah.
the Jedi are more at peace, even though they're still obviously they're peacekeepers. But you need a time where there's no Sith, and I think that's what's great about it is that
Hmm.
there's still a powerful character like Martian Rowe and the Nihil that can go against the Jedi because there's
Mm.
things that they use that can hurt the Jedi in a way.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, I think it's different. They need to change. You can't constantly just have Jedi versus Sith, even though yes, that's what everybody wants to see, lightsaber battles. But
Mhm.
I think with the Nihil, I think they're really doing something with the High Republic, and we'll get phase two sometime in the end of this year. So
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I know they have that video game that's supposed to be coming out, so they're really trying to push hard for the High Republic to be like the next batch of content for Star Wars fans. So, I'm curious. I really have to like go back. I have all the comic books. I just have to sit down, read them. I have all the novels. Like I said, just taking the time, just reading them. From what I'm hearing from not only you but from other people that read it, it's really good content. And yeah, I can't wait to see that on the big screen, because there's only so much you could keep doing, like revisiting like these characters like Kenobi, Boba Fett. I
Mhm.
mean, great, we have Mandalorian and we're getting Ahsoka and Andor, but it'll be nice, like it'll be a nice, you know, breath of fresh air if we could just kind of get away from that at some point and just move on to other Star Wars stories, um, from a different timeline. Dude, would you get this one? It's HK.
I was looking at that. Yeah, I like. What are you looking at? Meatbag.
Yeah.
I
So
can't wait
this.
to play that again. I loved Coder, and I can't wait for the remake. So
Oh yeah, me too. And you got the XM Studio stuff. The
yeah, I got the Revan above me.
Do you have Malik?
No, I didn't. I didn't get Malik. I just didn't have room because I had other statues on pre-order, and now, you know, I'm getting into this custom statues, and
Oh,
looking to
okay.
get some new ones that are coming out. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. He, also for the people watching, this is from Jinx.com. They have, oh look, they have like a lot of Sith Inquisitors
oh, I
t-shirts.
like
That's
that. That's
pretty.
dope.
But they do have, oh wow, I like this one. Oh, that's dope. I'm sorry. I'm seeing this for the first time.
Oh yeah,
Also,
no, I'm with you too, man. I may have to pop over there and grab like 2 or 3 teas. Yeah,
yeah,
that gray Inquisitors one is dope.
yeah, I like that one. These are cool too. But yeah, these are my go-to t-shirts for Knights of the Old Republic stuff. They have
Mhm.
Thrawn. Um, this one's awesome. This is Revan. What else is here? Yeah, nice little t-shirts. Yeah,
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, I have that's so from Jinx. I have, obviously, you see the Knights of the Old Republic, and then that one right there on the left too. So I
which
got
one?
of course. So I got this one,
Mhm.
but then the next row down on the left, the Revan
Yeah.
and Malik.
Oh
Go
yeah,
down a
that
row.
one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
right
click
there.
that.
That one. Yeah, I have that one too. That one's badass.
Yeah, but the HK-47. Oh man, they got the Star Wars racer too, man. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think Jix is having, like, was it 10 to 20% off sale? Oh, dude, TIE Fighter. Oh, I love that video game.
Yep, I
Dark
remember
Trooper.
playing those. Rebel
Mhm.
Assault, Dark Forces.
And they're in clearance too, so they're like $7. You can't beat that. Yeah. All right. But yeah, man. Let's go back here to some of the Star Wars deals, and for the people who are interested in picking some stuff up. Um, what the hell, me undies? Okay. This may Anovos has got some deals going on. It's 10% off on their helmets plus free shipping in the domestic, free domestic shipping, which is pretty awesome, man. Um, Out of print, Razor's got a couple stuff. We got Regal Robot has 20% off some select furniture stuff. Oh, Rock'em Socks, dude. I love them. They're my favorite socks company right now. I don't know if you've seen this one,
No, that's
Justin.
interesting.
Yeah, they got some really cool ones here. So I've been like a sock guy.
What was the shirt website? Metamorphics asking. It's
Oh,
Jinx, right?
Jinx.
Jinx.com.
Yeah, Jinx.com. Benjamin Bone. I know it's a trap. Yes, it is a trap, man. Um, but yeah, oh, we got someone on the. Hey, Sean.
What's up? How is it? Is it bad?
No, it's not bad actually.
Hey, you
All
sound all
right.
right.
All right. Yeah, because I just used, pardon me, guys. I'm at work, so I'm making do. So I got AirPods in, and then I'm using the mic on the iMac. So
Awesome. Well,
what's up, guys?
welcome to the stream. We're just We just finished talking about Kenobi.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what'd you think, man?
Dude, it's friggin' awesome. Like, I pray. They just stick with it because everything looks so good. They can't fail. They better not fail. They can't fail. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if they fail,
Yeah,
I
my
don't know.
favorite part was when he heard him breathing and he had that look like, oh shit. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
We were just talking about, like, we saw some of the Sith Inquisitors too
yeah.
up close. So that's pretty cool. And then, like, Vader getting his arm put back on,
Yes.
his
Yes.
chest box lighting up. That's
Yes. Dude, I'm so excited for this. It's like you said, it's right around the corner.
You had 2 or 3 more weeks, and then we got 2 full episodes, which is 2 full 1-hour episodes, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We're talking about the socks here. We're talking about some deals here. This is one of my favorite ones. I like boba, so I'm gonna pick up some of the Book of Boba's Fed socks.
I like the Hoth ones.
Yeah, but look at these Star Wars, the original trilogy ones. That's pretty damn cool, man.
Nice.
So, got the original trilogy stuff. We got Mando stuff. Oh my gosh, my wallet.
Yeah, those don't go well with flip flops, do they?
No. And please don't wear them with those. Was it Yeezy slides? I'm seeing now. They're.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Oh my gosh, they're freaking disgusting. Like, what the hell? But they're apparently they're popular. But anyway, I can't believe Crocs is popular. Number one.
Yeah.
That's
They're huge.
I know. So Sideshow has Sideshow has a live stream in like an hour or so. Can't wait to see what they have in stock. By the way, I was messing around with my wife and I was telling her there's some fine jewelry I could buy for her. She's like, what? No. But yeah, today it's been so much stuff dropping. It's crazy. I am picking up some art prints from Bottleneck Gallery, and we'll just talk about that really quick. And
did you talk about Hot Toys yet?
No, that's for another stream, because if we do that
for tonight,
here all day.
we'll be here all day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think of this set, Justin?
Is that I've seen a few? There's different. Somebody sent me another one. I like the Return of the Jedi one and Empire. Someone also sent me a set on Instagram. I gotta find it real quick.
Yeah, this one. Those are. Yeah, let me know which one.
Yeah.
So I missed out on the Mando one that went up for sale yesterday. It was the let me just let it go here. Let me pull that up here. I was so angry because I was at work, but then again, it was everything happens for a reason. Maybe it's like the Star Wars universe telling me like you can't keep buying everything here.
Yeah.
So yeah, these went up for sale yesterday. It's one from one of my favorite artists, Pablo Rivera. It's got the lenticular, which looks pretty sick, but yeah, I don't know if I need any more Mando like art prints. The black and white print for the Star Wars trilogy sold out yesterday, which is obviously understandable. It looks pretty cool. Sean, are you picking any of these up or?
No, I bought a print at ICC, and then I think I like the black and white, and I kind of missed out on it. So I don't think I'm going to pick too many prints up. I know what I did pick up because you guys just talked about a Novos. So I broke down and got the Shore Trooper helmet. So I ordered that. Yeah, I ordered that yesterday with free shipping. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, free shipping.
Yeah, with 10% off, and then shipping's $100 there. So you save about $160, $170 on that. So
there's tax though, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So like $50 tax, $50
That's not bad.
Tax. Yeah,
it's not bad. Plus free shipping and then 10% off. Yeah, I can't beat that. And what's dangerous is that the Novus has like a payment plan. It's dangerous. That's dangerous too. Here's the Kenobi hilt, which is fitting for today's.
Yeah, they showed that on the Hasbro stuff.
Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, anyone picking this up?
Pre-order start tomorrow, I believe.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, they showed off that. They showed off the a new Vader helmet, like a more updated one.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh my! Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? A-holes. Yeah. Oh man! Oh, here it is.
Keep costing you money.
Neck. It's like it's got more, entertainment look.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, jerks.
Huh.
I
Red
have
eyes too.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
red eyes. I have the first one, which I like. It's fun. Putting it on was a hot mess. Like seriously, it was so tight, dude. Like I almost passed out like trying to put it on. Um, okay, that's pretty cool. I wonder how much this is gonna be. Any other cool like things from
Uh,
Hasbro?
no, I mean they showed off like some new vintage stuff and some
Mhm.
Black Series stuff, but nothing that was just like mind dropping. I think the Kenobi saber that they did say was pretty cool. They have a button that you can actually switch. Not only
Mhm.
does it light up and make the normal noise, but it has like that flickering, like when two
Mhm.
lightsabers go at each other. So that's like a new thing that they put on for the Kenobi one, and going forward they're going to do that. So
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else would drop today. I'm going through these like it's mostly Hot Toys,
yeah, Hot Toys
and
got some stuff.
yeah, oh my gosh. Really quick, which like any of them like you're looking to pick up?
No, I'm saving for my custom Hera statue. That's all I got right now.
Oh, really? They're making a Hera statue. I did not know that. All right.
Yeah, but not from them. From Zion Art makes the custom statues.
Mhm.
I picked up the most recent. I have his Star Wars, Clone Wars, Season 7, Ahsoka. I just recently got in the Sabine Wren that he did, and
Mhm.
he's doing a Hera and Chopper one. So
Nice.
But yeah, no, I guess because they're trying to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, and to many people, that is one of a lot of people's like least favorite Star Wars movie. Um, I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. I mean,
I
don't get me
like it.
wrong. I fast forward just through.
Yeah. Did you
My,
did you see that tease there, though, Mace?
yes, this party is finally over. Thank goodness I really hope we get a Mace statue at some point. But man, yeah, I can't wait for Mace. Mace in your face. One of the biggest dickhead Jedi's out there. Just the way he treated Anakin. And I could be just like, biased here because I'm an Anakin fan. But yeah, no, I really hope that someone tackles a Mace, statue at some point. I do like the 20th anniversary logo for episode 2, so that's pretty cool. It's the is it the phase 1 clones, right? It's the phase
I
1
think
clone.
so. I
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah, so I'm going to Celebration this year, so I don't know if I should attend the Attack of the Clones panel. I don't know, where does that rank in your list, Justin?
it's one of my top ones without a doubt.
Really?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
no, absolutely. It's definitely in the top. I wouldn't say like top 3, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe top 6, maybe top 5, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Attack of the Clones because it's got action, it's got some fighting, and of
Mhm.
course the beginning of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Well, oh, Sean, you have to go. Oh, never mind. Yes, I think he has to go.
I'm still here. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think for me, episode 2 has been kind of creeping up in like the list. Obviously, sorry. Its sequel trilogy's been going down to the bottom. But yeah, no, in terms of Attack, even though there's a lot of pacing issues in that movie, I still like it. I don't know, Sean. Attack the Clones. I know you're not really a big prequel
It's better than the sequels.
guy, and that's why you're still my co-host. No, I'm just kidding.
Now I do like Force Awakens. I still say that there was hope there,
Yeah.
and then it just went to crap. We got. I told you, Rogue One was it's in 4 just because of the nostalgia, but technically Rogue One should be in the top 3 for me. But I can't put it there yet. This gray is for a reason. It's like, you got Sith. I don't like the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I would say it's like 6 for me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wrap things up because we're gonna take a nice little break before we come back on in a couple of hours. But just real quick, Sean, any pickups recent, like right now, in today's like day, May the 4th day?
Just a helmet, the Novo's helmet.
Just a Nova's helmet.
Yeah, I spent enough money on that ICC con trip, and you got the wedding coming up. So the Novus was actually spending a lot of money for me, but it was in my PayPal, my secret PayPal account.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's like, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, no, but yeah, we'll be back on a little bit later on today, guys. First of all, I just kind of want to thank Justin for hopping on today's live stream. It was a good Star Wars talk. We kind of dived into pretty much everything, not only with the trailer, but the future of Star Wars. Justin, where can people watch and listen or contact you?
You can find me on Instagram, Nemesis_Prime. The podcast that PJ's talking about, it's called the Comic-Con Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram as well. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Anchor FM. We're dropping new episodes every Friday with my boy Milton the Manimal. Yeah, that's basically the two places that you can always check it out. And then, of course, Tuesday nights I'm on Lords of the Long Box on the Cover Price Top 10.
Yeah, and guys, seriously, I mean it from my heart. Like when I say that, like Justin's Comic-Con podcast is probably like one of the few podcasts I listen to. His podcast kind of like dives into not only like comic books, but just kind of like all the pop culture news, and like he does a lot of reviews. I can't wait to hear his thoughts on Moon Knight and the Multiverse of Madness. Are you going to do a separate like review episode?
Oh yeah. So Moon Knight we're not going to touch it this week because of course it drops today. We have a guest coming on next week. One of our previous guests are hopefully coming back to talk about it next week. And then Zach and I are both seeing Doctor Strange tomorrow, so there we'll definitely do a review separate, like bonus content, because it's always better because that's like a good like 30 minutes of talk, just that by itself, and we don't want to spoil anything, so people can always check that out once they see the movie. So that'll be bonus content.
Awesome.
So is tonight the last night of Moon Knight? Yeah,
today the last episode just dropped.
Okay, good. Now I can watch them because I've been holding off. I figured 6 weeks, and then I'm going to go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, I seriously can't wait to hear your thoughts, Sean, and especially Justin and Milton the Manimal's thoughts on Moon Knight and Multiverse of Madness. Elizabeth Olsen is hot, by the way. Like I was telling Justin, like I saw her in like the movie premiere. I was like, holy moly, jeez.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, but yeah. Please check out Justin's podcast. It's awesome, and it's a nice listen to, especially to your drive to work or when you're working out. Also for us, we're going to be coming back on in a couple hours. There's going to be our Star Wars collectibles talk, which I'm going to try and keep that under 2 hours because there's so many stuff that's dropping.
It's not going to happen.
It's insane. And on top of that, Sideshow's probably doing a booth tour later of some of their newly announced products that they're releasing, later on this year or next year. So I can't wait to see that. But man, what a great time to be a Star Wars fan and collector. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back on a couple hours. Thank you, Justin. Yep. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, PJ.
Yeah, Justin, we got to get you back on. You and Manimal on at the same time. So
yeah, it's always tough, man. You're always asking me, and I'm always like, well, I'm either busy because we're recording the podcast the same day that you're doing it, or it's personal. So
yeah, we'll work something out.
Believe me, I'm glad I could jump on here. I was working from home today. Because of course everything that is dropping for Star Wars Day, I wanted to definitely jump on and chat with you because I've always been following your podcast on YouTube. So yeah, I'm available. Let's do it.
Yep. All right, and thank you for celebrating May the 4th with us. And to everyone, we'll be back 2 hours. May the midichlorians be with you guys always and forever. Take care.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.